Grab your favorite patriotic yarn colors because today we're making a crochet one spinner that's fun, fast, and guaranteed to add a festive touch to your outdoor space. So for this tutorial, you will need your patriotic colors. I am using I Love This Cotton, and I have red, white, and blue here. I'm going to be pairing that with a 4mm hook. You will need scissors, a yarn needle, and then a swivel clip, which helps your wind spinner spin just a little bit better. So if you want to use these as well, I will link them down below in the description. Now let's get started. So it's up to you what order you'd like to do the colors in. I'm going to be starting with blue. And for my wind spinners, I typically chain between 65 and 75. You can always do longer if you'd like. You're going to make a slip knot and place it on your hook and then chain 70. Okay, I have a chain of 70. We're going to skip the first chain, go into the second chain from hook, and make a half double crochet. And then make another half double crochet in that same space. And you'll do that all the way down your chain. So 2 half double crochet inside of every chain. I'm at the end of my row, so I'm going to chain 1, pull up a bit of a tail, and cut my yarn to fasten off. And now I'm going to change to white, and when I attach a new color, I like to attach my yarn to the very first stitch of the previous row so that I'm always working the same side every time, so I'm always on the right side, and then my stitches are always facing the same way. So with white, make a slip knot and place it on your hook. Go into that first half double crochet you made. So insert your hook, pull that loop through, pull it through your hook. Then you're going to chain 1. Okay, in that same stitch, you are going to make a double crochet, chain 1, and make another double crochet, all in the same stitch. So we are making a V stitch. And we will do that in each stitch. So make 1 V-stitch in every stitch from the previous row. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And when you get to the end of the row, you can fasten off just like we did with blue. So I finished white, I've already fastened off. And you're gonna do the same thing, starting with a slip knot and placing that on your hook. You're going to find that very first double crochet that you made with white. Go into that stitch, pull up a loop, and pull through. And for this row, we're going to be working in the chain space of the V stitches we made. So in the first V stitch where you made your chain, you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, making a slip stitch. In the next V stitch, you will make 7 double crochet. In the next V stitch, you will make a slip stitch. And in the next V-stitch, you will make 7 double crochet. And that's the pattern for this round. You'll alternate a slip stitch and then 7 double crochet. Continue all the way to the end, and you can fasten off when you've finished your round. All right, so I fastened off my red, and now we're going to work on the butterfly that dangles from the bottom. I'm gonna do my colors in the opposite order just so that I can show off the blue a little bit more. So I'm going to be starting with red. You're going to make a magic ring, chain 2, and then make 3 double crochet inside of your magic ring. Then you'll chain 2 and make 3 double crochet again, and you're going to do that until you have 8 clusters of 3 double crochet. Make sure you chain 2 between each one. Okay, I am working on my last 3 double crochet, and then don't forget to chain 2 after that last set. So then you can slip stitch into that first double crochet you made, pull through, chain 1, and pull up, and you can cut your yarn. Now we're moving to white. So start with a slip knot and place that on your hook. And now we're going to be working inside of those chain 2 spaces. So you can attach your yarn to any of the chain 2 spaces. Then we'll chain 3, make 2 double crochet in that space, followed by a chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet inside of that space. And you will do that all the way around to the end of the row. And when you've made your last double crochet, you're just going to find that chain 3 you started with and slip stitch into it, chain 1, pull up a little bit of a tail, and cut your yarn. Now we are moving on to our final color, which is blue. So with your blue yarn, you will start just like you have with a slip knot. Place that on your hook. And again, we are working into the chain spaces. So I am going to just connect here with a slip stitch. So after you have chained 3, you will make 3 double crochet. Chain 2, slip stitch back into that first chain, and then make 4 double crochet in the same stitch. Once you've made that set of double crochet, you're going to go down 1 row. So you're going to go in the middle double crochet from the first row. You're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, and finish off as a single crochet. In this next space, we're going to do the same thing as the first one. We will make 4 double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch into the first chain, followed by another 4 double crochet. Once you're done with that cluster, you'll do the same thing, making a single crochet inside that center double crochet from our first round. In this next cluster, we're going to do a little different. You're just going to make 7 double crochet. Now we're going to do the same thing, making a single crochet into that center double crochet from round 1. In the next space, you'll make another 7 double crochet. And after your 7 double crochet, again, you're going to make a single crochet into that middle double crochet from the first round. Now in this space, we will make 4 double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch into the first chain, followed by another 4 double crochet. So you'll do that in this space as well as the next space, making sure you put that single crochet into that first row. And then in the last 2 spaces, you will make 7 double crochet, and don't forget to make your single crochet in that middle double crochet from the red row. When you get to the end, you can slip stitch to this first double crochet we made and fasten off. So this is what your piece will look like. So the parts with the points are going to be the bottom butterfly wings. So make sure when you fold it, those parts are at the bottom. And where we made just the double crochets without any chains are the top wings. So weave in your ends real quick, and then I'll show you how to turn this into the butterfly. All right, my ends are all weaved in. This is how my butterfly looks. And now we're going to make just a chain to secure it so that it stays folded in half. So you can pick any of the 3 colors you want to do this part. So grab whatever strand of yarn you want to use, make a slip knot, and then you're just going to chain until your piece is long enough to wrap around your butterfly. So this is my chain. I've chained, I don't know, a little more than 20, I think. I didn't count. So you're going to wrap it around your butterfly like so, and you'll tie these in a knot. All right, so this is my chain. I'm going to pull each end tight so that I know those ends are not going to come undone. And then you're going to just wrap this around your butterfly like so. And then you're going to take these 2 ends and just knot them like that, and I will do that twice so that I know it's secure on there. And this is basically like his little antennas. So I pull somewhat tight, and then I'm going to cut these pretty close to the chain just so that there's a little bit of a strand coming through. I pulled tight enough where it won't come undone. Now we just have to attach the butterfly to our wind spinner. So I have a strand coming out of my wind spinner still, and that's what I'm going to use to attach this. So I'm threading it through, and then I'm just going to insert this anywhere through the butterfly. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to leave about 2 inches for it to dangle from the wind spinner. And I'm just going to weave this in and out, making a knot so that it stays tight and secure on the wind spinner. And there we have our butterfly that dangles from our wind spinner. So all we have left to do is attach this little swivel clip if you have one. If you don't, you can use a strand of yarn or whatever else you may have to hang it. I just pop these open and pull this clip part forward a little bit so that I can get it through my wind spinner, and I'm going to go in this space here and then just connect that, and that's how it'll hang. And that is our patriotic wind spinner. Congratulations, you're all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If there's any other wind spinner themes you'd like to see in the future, leave me a comment letting me know, and I may make one in a future video. I'll see you next time.